Good morning. Of course, it's not really morning. I just woke up recently. It's actually 6:21 p.m. Let's see. I was awake for 48 hours, and I was feeling a lot of I don't want to say resistance, because it wasn't really resistance. It was more like guidance rather than just my dislike of relying on medications motivating me to not take Benadryl, Valium, and melatonin to fall asleep when I felt I needed to, which wasn't until like early this morning, probably like 6 in the morning. I felt like I needed to be sleeping and was at that insomnia point. Maybe I was awake for more than 48 hours, because it's kind of weird to be at that point, 48 hours. But I was at that point where, like, my skin is feeling kind of, like, crawly, and I was just, like, strung out. Like, I don't know what it's like to be strung out, like, on drugs, but, I think the best thing I could liken it to is, like, a bad trip. I was just, like, ready for it to be over, and I didn't end up taking any of the medication. I let myself wind down. I washed my face, and I didn't brush my teeth last night. I just brushed my teeth. And, got all my ducks in a row, felt like there was really nothing else I could contribute to the internet or the community. I really wore myself out. Like, I got burnt out being online from trying to upload pictures of my star castles on PhotoBucket. I only got one album uploaded, and I don't even have description for it all. But last night, before I went to sleep, I wasn't feeling bad. I was feeling hardly any pain. I was being very active, moving around the room. I was looking for things, and my brain wasn't quite, like, in concert with my body. So, God, I'm experiencing some chest pain right now. But, always the reason that I don't want to go to sleep after the insomnia wellness kicks in is that I don't know what state I'll wake up in. And last night when I went to sleep, I laid down. I laid on my right side, which, like, were we in a parallel universe recently? So obviously we were. And my jaw felt tense, so I just, like, chewed on some ginger chews. I highly recommend them if you get nauseous or tense in your jaw. It's really good. They're gluten-free, and, like, specifically this very thing, because I've tried other gingers. They're not good. They're not pleasant. They're a bitch to get out of the package, but it's worth it. So I didn't expect to wake up feeling bad or anything, and honestly, when I laid down and started watching TV in the early AM, I didn't really feel like I was even trying to go to sleep, but I ended up sleeping. I got perfectly natural sleep, and the last thing I remember dreaming about was being a creature that was neither male or female and was feeding on humans by slaughtering them. There was this big machine in like a rock quarry type of area, and some organization of criminal types, but like of like my species types, I guess, had kind of like gotten their hands on that. So whenever the rocks were ground up, people would be murdered also. And being aligned with that group, I was like really like eating like human flesh and drinking blood and everything. But the rest of the society that I lived in, or perhaps this was just me shifting into another dimension to experience the opposite, it was really green, and they didn't eat meat, and communal living, like huge, like circles of dwellings, and then the eating areas, just like long tables and baskets, woven baskets of fresh foods, and it was really quite a trip. So somehow, like, birds came into play, and there was something that had to do with birds and the whole rock slaughtering people thing, and I messed that up somehow, and I think maybe that was just trying to represent a vibratory frequency, and I messed up that society, and they're like, they're the bad guys, they're criminal types, they're feeding on humans. So there was a lot of running then. Like it was really interesting because I've I've been cleaning this Popple's backpack for what feels like an eternity, but really just like yesterday. There just like a lot goes into cleaning a plush thing. The towel has damn carpet beetles. The towel has to be refreshed and stuff. So I've been interacting with this Popple's backpack that I got a lot, and interestingly, in the dream, as I ran home, I put on that Popple's backpack, and that's significant because I already have a Popple's backpack, and it wasn't that one. And I'm trying to get this Popple's backpack out of my life because of the energy that it draws to me. For me, it's a lovely thing, and like had I not the associated energy, I would love it. It's awesome, and I get compliments on it all the time. And I don't know what I'm gonna sell it for, but I've done a lot of customizing to it. So anyway, yeah, I woke up. And I roused a few times, and then Sean came home and kissed me, and from that point I was like, up, and I didn't think a thing of it, just got up and went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, checked on the Popples thing, made my rounds at the computer, which was really seriously just like 3 inboxes, and a little bit of scrolling through Facebook, and I totally have a headache, and I'm having chest pains, and I don't know, it's maybe like air hunger or just extreme fatigue. Even though I slept from like, I don't know, 7 to 6 p.m., like I was awake a lot longer than that, so maybe things just aren't balanced out, but I'm really feeling not well, and I just want to express that I'm pretty pissed about that because I went to bed without expectation, and I woke up without expectation, and I shared myself the light that I felt I had when I awoke. Oh, well, cause in the dream, I ran from that society, and then there's like this other like sect of the same beings that needed an earth essence, but didn't do it by killing people. They were really horrified by me. I was like, oh, we're not gonna kill people, and I don't want to kill people, so I like killed animals, and they were like, like, let me teach you how to feed on energy in a way that isn't so horrific. But that was pretty much the point that I woke up after just like a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot of running. So that sucks. Like I feel maybe not regretful, but just I wonder if I had stayed awake. It's funny, stayed asleep. If I let my body stay asleep and my mind take over. If I had stayed awake for another day, then I would be good for my boyfriend's day and time with me, and would be able to enjoy all of the awesome things that we have to watch on Sunday. And instead, I just don't even want to breathe in because the air just is toxic. Energy, pain. It hurts me to breathe in. And yeah, periodic chest pain, so that's interesting. And extreme fatigue. I don't really feel like I got a lot of sleep, but the crawly insomnia bad is gone, and the good part of insomnia where I just I guess something just allows me to not be so securely anchored in this reality that I am dragged down by my failing spiritual vessel. Oh man, I'm not translating this at all. Like, I hope I don't lose you. This is how I talk. This is how I think. This is who I am. And there's usually, like, an effort to say things in universally understood ways, but to me, the universally understood way to communicate these things is exactly the way that they come out of me. And not that I'm trying to mask myself from you in any way, shape, or form, obviously, but it really is a good opportunity for me to practice communicating like people do. I Okay, I don't even have the screen that bright, obviously. Like, I'm sitting in darkness here talking to you. So I think that I'm just gonna go and I feel really closed off from anything right now. I didn't wake up feeling that way. I woke up feeling so open, and specifically really open to like one person, which was unusual. To just like immediately have like the awareness of that being in my spiritual field was interesting. And now I just have a headache, and it's just like everything is hurting me. So, um, if for any of you an exchange of energy has occurred where you, I don't want to say like have given me your headache, but like you would have to give me your headache, and I would have to accept your headache. That's how this whole thing works. You don't ever experience anything you don't want to experience. And I absolutely I'm thankful for this exchange of energy, whatever that is, even though it's causing me, oh my god, suffering. I'm not exempt from suffering, and indeed, if karma is to regain its balance, then the devil, she must die. Ah. Alright, well, I'm done being all crazy on YouTube now. I do love you guys. I'm just feeling not love, so I'm not actually sending anything out right now, so don't feel for me if you don't want to feel for me. But I'm doing fine. I'm going to lay down, and I don't know how this has come across or even what I've said at this point, but I just want to be sure, like, just because I'm not like being super bubbly or whatever, like, I am accepting and allowing of my experience here and now, and I'm grateful for my good feeling insomnia awakeness, and I'm thankful for now. I'll be happier when my boyfriend gets back home. Okay, well, you guys take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember to allow all of your experience, because you don't experience anything you don't want to anyway. Not allowing bad experience is just like being in soul denial. So, alright. I love you. Bye-bye.